Reporting for duty. We will work on Schwinns. Okay, let's get cracking, man. Let's get cracking. We got a big one. Okay, first thing we're going to do is take this hideous seat off. It's got to go. As you see, I have all the tools ready over here. I mean, we are like ready, and the stand is ready, and we're ready. Hey, hope everyone's doing good. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry about the week delay in the live feeds, but we're back and we're working on an opaque blue Schwinn Continental. The boats are in. The boats are in. It was 8-2 and one with no preference. Is that really counted as a vote, though? That really helped. Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, that's better. 8 votes to 2. So does that really count? I mean, does the one no preference? Somebody just said, I don't care what you work on, just do it. I guess that's a vote, like for a show. Yeah. So 8 votes on the blue Continental and 2 votes on the flamboyant red collegiate. So you could call it an opaque blue wave. Anyway, we're getting rid of this. This is hideous. Now I could probably tuck this in and glue it and put this on another bike. I mean, it is a fairly new seat. I will try to make this right, but it's not Schwinn, and it's just not doing it for me. It does not look, doesn't have the correct patina and rust. Not doing it for me. All right, we have a Schwinn approved seat right here. Now, as you notice, this does not have the correct small Schwinn post like this one. The post should be small. You see that neck's down to like a smaller size. I think it's like 13 millimeter or something. Yeah, that would be correct. But I don't have anything at this point without taking it off another bike. And I'm trying not to do that kind of stuff. I do some part switching around, but I'm trying to not do that on this bike. Anyway, so this one has the bigger style anyway. So this adaptation post will work fine. So Schwinn approved? Yes, Schwinn approved. In beat up shape? Yes, the whole bike is beat up. Perfect. Perfecto. Hopefully this will just go right on without me struggling. No struggling here, man. No, we don't. We do easy breezy stuff around here. Yeah, that other bike, I tested a bike today, a Continental. It's on the members channel, but I'll kick it down soon. I'll kick down that video soon enough. Anyway, the last feed, I think we were switching around some parts on a black Schwinn in 83 that was going to Habitat. And I brought it to Habitat. I was a little bit late. On bringing it to Habitat. I said I was going to do it that Tuesday, but it didn't quite work out. It made it there. It made it there Thursday. It was a couple days late. So I went back Friday with some chest of drawers and some stuff to donate. And my one buddy there, I said, "Hey, did you check out the Schwinn that came in?" He goes, "Yeah, we sold it this morning." I was like, "Oh, dude." It was a running. I mean, I did some part switching. You know, I took the, what did I do? I took the bars off and I switched out a seat. But, you know, it wasn't a stock 83 Schwinn. It should have been a 5-speed and it wasn't. So, didn't have Schwinn wheels. Didn't have the right chain guard. It just wasn't quite worthy of my collection. Also, the whole previous owner that I gave it to decided to put it on top of an open septic tank for about 8 months. So that was kind of a bummer. It just kind of had bad mojo. So I switched some parts around and I shot it off to Habitat, and they sold it in one day. It was a perfectly riding bike. It was a cruiser. And we put some brown Hunt Wild grips on it. Yeah, get rid of those brown Hunt Wilds. Okay, so I think the first thing we're going to do is pop this front wheel off. It's suspect. I think in the last video we were working on this, I noticed it was a little bit crunchy. So let's take it off and kind of give it a feel and see how bad it is. And if it's really bad, we'll repack it. Whoa, that was easy. You know, it doesn't feel that bad. It's a little crunchy. This dust cover is a little bit popped out. I don't know if you can see that. I think I'm just gonna pop that back in, and we're just gonna run it. It feels fine. It's a little dry, but famous last words. No, that's too crunchy. We're gonna have to repack it right now. Okay, so we could either repack it right now, or we could put the wheel on it, the tire on it, and or we could put the tire on the back. Let's just repack it. We have to. This is how we roll, man. Okay, let's get you over here. We got to repack a front wheel. I know it's exciting, but we got to do it. We have to. Okay, let's get into this wheel. We got stuff to do. Save this skewer to the side, and we're just gonna clean these bearings and take this apart. It's not happy. This is not happy. Let's put that over there for a minute. Okay, we're gonna get a cone wrench. This is a 1314 cone wrench. And it does fit on the 13 side. That's good. I'm kind of assuming that the other one is either a 16, which is not, or a 17. Yes, it's a 17. And I'm using 11/16, so that's okay. Okay. So we took that off. We took the little notch washer off. It's in good shape. We're going to attempt to just get this cone out of here. It's being kind of stubborn. We like things easy. Why is this being mean? There we go. We like things easy around here at Faulkner Fixes All. So yeah, 8 votes to 2. 8 people wanted to see the blue collegiate worked on. And 2 people wanted to see the collegiate worked on. And 1 person said, I don't care. Just work on something. I enjoy all of your shows. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that's being stubborn. There we go. Yeah, this was a bit crunchy. It felt a little crunchy. So we're going to do the right thing. We'll look at that cone in a minute. Ooh, yeah, maybe that's it. Hmm. Let's take a look at these cones. Oh, they're worn. They're not the end of the world. That's serviceable. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's shiny. I don't see any major goobers in there. It's worn, and the grease is old. Yeah, we're gonna repack it though. We're gonna give it some more life. Really, for where I take these bikes, they need all the love they can get. Yeah, let's look at this other cone real quick. This one's not too bad. I mean, they're worn. I can see where. I can see some little spots in there. I think we're going to run it. With some new grease, we'll be okay. In the future, I'll have to look for some new cones, I think. These are right on the edge of service. I'm gonna repack it though. Okay, let's pry the dust caps off. Yeah, this grease is old dry grease. Does not make a happy bike. Yeah. Look at that old dry stuff in there. It's been in the basement a few years, probably 4. I'm trying to think when I did this. It was definitely pre-COVID. Yeah. God, that's probably 6 years ago. COVID was 2019, 2020. Yeah, the last time I rode this bike was pre-COVID, so at least 5 or 6 years. All right, drop these babies down in there. Get some fresh grease in this baby. There you go. Come on now. Right now I'm just popping the bearings down into this little bucket. And there's 2 left here, 3 left there. Okay. It's not that gummy. It's not fresh though. It's probably 7-year-old grease. We're going to check these inner cones right now. And that one looks pretty good. Nice and shiny. We like shiny. We like shiny things. All right, so the cones, the bearing races are a bit to be desired, but I think we're just going to repack it with some fresh red grease and call it good. Yeah, the inner cones are fine in this rim. It's the races that are a little questionable. They're serviceable, but just barely. I don't have time tonight to like dig through tons of stuff or take another hub apart. I will order some cones though, and we will probably revisit this. But for tonight, let's just get some fresh grease in here and see how it feels. I'm cleaning the old grease. I'm cleaning the old grease out of there. It's good to have all that old grease. You don't want to mix old grease with new grease, so we're trying to do the right thing here. The right thing would be to have brand new cones, but maybe in the future we'll revisit that. Okay. Oh, Susie. This is a Susie hub, or the dust cover is a Suzu. Yeah. All right, let's make a little room here. And we're going to put a towel down and clean these bearings. I probably should have done this earlier today, but I forgot. I forgot about it. Right now we're just cleaning these bearings, and then we're going to put some red grease in this hub. And like I say, I probably should have repacked this hub today to make everything seamless, but that's not how things happen. There are tiny bits of metal coming off of these, and it's because of these cones. This is right on the limits of service, by the way. That's right on the limit. You can see there's slight pitting in there. It's not too bad. That's right on the limit. But we're going to repack it, and we're going to put it back together, and we're going to make it right. Okay, back to repacking. Okay. If you did vote for the Continental, then good for you. 8 votes to 2 and 1 with no preference at all. Just get out there and do some work. Love that guy. Snay71, you are the man. Just go out and do some work. We want to see some action, man. Well, you've tuned into the right channel. We're getting into the nitty-gritty. And don't worry, that video I posted today of me testing the other Continental and putting this on the stand, I will kick that down to the other viewers. Don't worry, it's coming. All right, so there's 1, 2. It'd be nice if this was over there. I know this is pretty primitive here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I believe this is the 9 or 10. Let's see what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, this is a 10 bearing hub each side. Now we're going to put the dust cap in. On some European bikes, during the 70s especially, when you take a front wheel apart, sometimes they shorted you. Like one side's supposed to have 9 and it had 7, and the other side had 8. They were going pretty fast over there in France and Europe. I haven't seen that. I've seen that in Schwinn's, but maybe somebody had been in there already. But on some European bikes from the 70s, when you're undoing the front hub, count the bearings very carefully. They were moving pretty fast over there in Europe. Pulling a fast one. Okay, we got one dust cap in. Once we get this hub together, we'll read some comments. I haven't forgot about you folks. Don't worry. Okay, should be 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you don't know, if you're just putting a hub together you haven't dealt with before, it's just parts. There's always one bearing space. Like when you pack the bearings along, a loose pack would be one bearing space. So if the bearing isn't in a cage and you're going to loose pack it, or you're just putting together an unknown hub, there's always one bearing space for the grease. So shoving that 11th bearing in there is not a good idea. And leaving only 7 when you should have 10 is probably not a very good thing to do either. But hey, you guys can do what you want, you ladies and gentlemen. If you want to run 7 bearings where there should be 10, by all means, let me know how that works out for you. I'm not an expert. Okay, let's pop this in, and then we can answer some comments and see what you guys are talking about today. I'm sure it's going to be good. The opaque blue wave. Everybody wanted to see the Continental, so that's what you get. As soon as I get this packed, we'll answer a few questions or talk to people, and we'll put a 700 by 28C tire on here. And Bob's going to be your uncle, just like that. And as soon as I find my wrench I was using, and find another one that's 13, because I really have my stuff together today, and I really got it going on here today, folks. Yeah. Oh, I remember now. Yeah. Okay. I'm using a 13 cone, and I'm holding the other side with an 11/16. It should be a 17, but I couldn't find my 17, and 11/16 is close enough. Hey, how's the sound with this fan on? Can everyone hear me? I got the AC and the fan on. Okay, that does feel better. All right, yeah, we did the right thing. Let me file up this little. I'll file up this little peg washer real quick, because I always do. Maybe I can actually answer some comments while I'm filing a washer. Okay, what do we got here? Jeffrey Schmoyer, a paid subscriber, by the way. Is that OG Schwinn wheel? No, it's an Ambrosia. It's not a Weinman. I'm sorry. BB and John, not so. Well, that's a new one. Mr. BB and John, not so nomadic. Cliff. Okay, that's a new one. Welcome to the channel. I missed my old Continental. It was yellow. I think it was a 73. Yeah, there's one right over there. There's a 73 Continental right over there, converted to 700C. I tested it today. Yep, I got plenty of those. They're great. BB and John, not so. Oh, not Sonoma-matic. I'll figure that out. I still have my 67 Stingray. You better hold on to any Stingrays, by the way, folks. Just hold on to them. There's no way they're making reproductions that are worth the darn. And I mean, some of the reproductions from the reissue in 2000 can be used on older Stingrays, but you can always tell the difference on the frames. Okay, so we filed that up, and it's nice now. It's pretty nice. Sting AZ, hey man, what's up, Sting? I'm glad you're feeling better, man. I was worried. I hope you're feeling good. You know, just take it easy. You know, don't do anything energetic. I hope you're feeling bad. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better. Okay. Well, what's up is I'm working on this 73 Continental, but you're going to really love what the grips are going to stick around, because the grips I'm going to put on this are right up your alley. You're going to love it. Eric Dean, another paid subscriber. Mr. Faulkner, what would be the correct rear rack on a 58 Corvette? I can show you one. Let me get this. Let me get this washer on, and I'll show you maybe what's close. There was a couple different options. There was a nice option with 5 jewels on the back. I think I can show you one. I think I have one over here. Yeah, I got one laying right there. Let me adjust this and get it back together. You're sidetracking me, buddy. Let me just adjust this out a little bit. And man, I'm so glad you're feeling better, Henry. Dude, you have me worried, bro. That didn't sound like it was anything to joke about. Oh, yeah, it's much better. Much less crunchy. It was worth it to put the new grease in. Much less crunchy. Okay. All right, let's grab this rack, and I'll show you what I think a 58 Corvette would have. Oh, huh. I don't have the jeweled one. The jeweled one is somewhere. I can't show you the jeweled one. I think this one was an option. I'm pretty sure this would have been an option, maybe. But there was one with 5 jewels on the back, and there was one with 3 jewels. I had it laying around here somewhere. I can't dig it out right now without disrupting the feed. But there was 5 little reflectors on the back, and I think this is Schwinn. Looks like it is. I think this was the lower model. I wonder where that rack is. I can't show you without disrupting the whole feed. I'm sorry, but it looks like this, and it has 5 jewels on it, and definitely was on a 58 Corvette. It's nice to have. You can find them on eBay, but people want a lot of money. Yeah, I don't know where that went. I probably hung it up there somewhere. Anyway, let's get this skewer in, and we'll talk a bit. Yeah, that feels a lot better. This was right on the edge of service with these cones the way they were. And I probably will find some better cones. But for right now, we're doing it. We're going to put it together. Let me quickly kind of wedge out this one adjustment, and then we'll go from there. It's a little tight, so I'm trying to get the adjustment a little bit looser. And that was too much. Great. think we'll revisit that once we get the tire on. We'll revisit that adjustment. Okay, so we got to put the 28C Continental tires on these now. So to do that, we're gonna go back over here where the tires are hanging. Anyway, here's the grips I'm putting on this bike. They're not correct. They're not full size. They're Stingray grips. And I can't resist it. The full size grips would be here's a damaged cushion grip. This is why I'm not using it. But anyway, this is a full size cushion grip. And this is a Stingray grip. And you can see the difference is a fat ½ inch. You know, it's a ½ inch difference. But where are you going to find opaque blue grips of any kind? These are Stingray grips. I'm sure they're off of a opaque blue Fairlady or something goofy, but they're going on here. They're opaque blue. I got to do it. Sorry, they're not full size. They are for Stingrays. Write me up in the Stingray Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame. Okay, drink some water here and figure out what we're gonna do. It's about 79 degrees out here today. It's not too bad. I wonder where that rack went. I don't think I put that on anything. Anyway, let's answer some stuff, and then we'll change some tires over. All right, what was I on last? That's the only rack I can show you. The right one's going to have some little reflectors on the back, and I think I hung it up somewhere. It's up there somewhere. I can't interrupt the feed. Hairbag. Hey, dude. Bagnol. Greetings from Warren, Michigan. How's it going up there? It's probably about 55 degrees and breezy. There's this big heat dome coming, boys, ladies and gents. It's even going to affect us a little bit. There's a big heat dome coming over Florida and coming over the south. I think the mountains are going to save us on that one, but it's coming. Sting 64 AZ. I've been feeling better since my heart surgery, man. I'm so glad. You had me on pins and needles, man. That's no joke. That's no joke to be messing around with. But looks like you pulled through. A lot of people were pulling for you, and I'm glad. Everybody here was probably pulling for you too. Airbag, pronounced Groos, meaning greetings. Oh, okay. Well, Groos to you, Airbag. Eric Dean, another paid subscriber. Thank you. Gonna grab the one on eBay with jewels on it. Only wants 125 for it. Yeah, that's about what they're going for now. The 5 jeweled one would be correct for Corvette. I'm not an expert. We could look in the book, but I'm pretty sure it's close. Sting 64. I won't let Ralph Nader know about the wrong size grip on the adult bike. I don't think you can talk to Ralph Nader anymore. But thank you for not calling the Schwinn Hall of Shamers. Some Stingray folks can get pretty excited about that stuff. Anyway, we'll use the Stingray grip on there. Hair bag, 85 degrees. Oh, it's actually cooler down here than it is up in Michigan. Woohoo! Yeah, we got 4 degrees on you, bro. Anyway, let's get going. We'll answer some comments later. Let's let the air out of these. And like I said, I still have to mess with this adjustment a little. And we'll take these 23Cs off. 23 by 622s. Nothing really wrong with these. They've just been sitting in the basement for years. And I only rode them a few times. I will save them. They'll be good for something. It's just not really my world to run a 23 by 622 on anything right now. The places I bring these bikes, it's 28C minimum or 27 range and a quarter. Yeah, it's not this tire is not going to be going anywhere I want to go. Well, it could, but you'd be going pretty slow. All right, let's grab some. I don't think I can get this off by hand. Nope, no way. Got them ready right here on the tray. Okay, AI robots, right here, right here. Let's get you down here where we can get all comfy like. Get in there real deep like. Okay. Yeah, it's cooler down here in the mountains of North Carolina than it is in Michigan. There we go. See how that works? Sometimes you have to hook this on the spoke, and then it gives you two hands to kind of deal with life. If this was an old Schwinn tire, you could just get it off with your hands. It's a tight fit. These 23Cs are really tight. Don't drop the tire spoon. Okay, just one side. And like I say, I have some continental. I have some continental 28Cs that are directional. And you guys chime in if you think that's even something on these tires. I'll show you the tread. I don't believe they're directional. Oh man, somebody goobered this rim liner up. Dude, what was I smoking? What's going on there? Huh, I did this. Don't look, I did this. It appears to be some very old velo tape of some sort. Yeah, it's really old. Yeah, that's garbage. Okay, but this rim has those recessed spoke heads. We'll put a liner on here. I got one, but it's not going to be this stuff. I'm still trying to get one off of here. Okay, we got it. It's a 20. It's 16 millimeter wide. It might be kind of wide. Let's see what it looks like on the rim. And like I say, we'll save this. We'll save this tire, and we'll save this tube. This was holding air, so we'll save this tire and tube. I'll put it up on the rack. Who knows? I might have a bike for sale. Yeah, this is one of those recessed spoked rim double wall. And it's got some kind of plastic tape over it already. Huh. I'll try to put this thicker liner on it. We'll see. All right, folks, we're doing good. Yeah, I think this thicker liner will work. I don't think it's going to affect the sealing area of the tire. And do we really need it? Probably not. But I'm going to err on the side of safety or lack of broken down on the side of the road, looking for an air pump kind of thing. Now, don't take your finger out until you're sure. Put the spoon back in until you know, because it's hard to get the spoon back under there. Until you know this is looking right. Like right over here, it's way off to the side. And I'm kind of glad I'm figuring it out and have the spoon under here. Yeah, don't take the spoon out until you're sure. Well, I'm pretty sure it looks pretty good. So there we go. All right. Yeah, these are stretching out good, actually. It's 16 millimeter, but by the time you stretch it on this rim, it's stretched straight in. I think we're going to be okay here. All right, let's get a tube. For those of you just joining us, the opaque blue wave took over on the voting, so this is what you got. Cheapest tube in the world fits 25 to 32. Well, we're running 28, so we're right in the middle. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? And we are going to use some of this FFA stuff. We're using this green stuff. All right, let's put some in. I'm getting thirsty out here. Oh, we got another comment. We better see what's going on. What's going on, folks? Who's this? Oh, it's Sting. Where did you get that shirt, John? It has some of the same Schwinn racing graphics like on my 1990s mechanic jacket. Yeah, I looked on eBay. I actually put a watch. You know how you can watch something, you know, let me know when this thing comes up. And eBay is pretty good about that. And it came up, and so I just snatched it up. Oh, great. This doesn't want to really. This little tube doesn't want to do tube things. I think we're just going to have to kind of force some in here. I don't know if I can get some in this Presta valve. Interesting. Maybe. Let's see. I don't think it went in there because it was pressing against the, it was pressing down on the valve. Maybe if we put this Presta valve adapter on. Well, that's not going to do it either, is it? How do you get green stuff in Presta valves? Come on, folks. There's got to be a way. I did not feel it go in there. It did not go in. That's a bummer. Must be a special fitting for that. It makes sense because the Presta valve is closing when pressure hits it. Well, I tried. I tried to get the green stuff in there. I don't think it went in. There's lots on the floor, though. All right, well, I think we failed on that one. Let's put a few pounds in this and try to get it in the tire. Maybe that's how you put it in. You pressurize it, right? Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe we could put some in that tube and then pressurize it in. Yeah, I don't think there's any in here. If there was, it would come out right now. No, there's none in there. Oh well, I tried. All right, let's get it in this Continental. All right, brand new tire. Always check, man. Always check. Could be a defect. Could be somebody at the factory having a bad day, sprinkling tacks in there. Always check. And if it's a used tire, put a rag on your hand or something, you know. All right, we got the tube. It's taking shape. It's a 28C. Of course, it's a Continental tire or Continental bike. Isn't that wonderful? Oh yeah, what happened here? What's going on? It's too big. Oh, there must have been some in there. No, that's the inspector sticker. There's a little sticker in there that says inspected by number 4. I should take that out. Added protection against flats. Okay, it took shape. It's in there. Pull the core. How do you do that on a Presta valve? You can't pull the core out of a Presta valve. Come on, hairbag. Messing with Faulkner like that. On a Schrader valve, yeah. You pull that core out, it's going to be the last thing you ever do to that tube, except throw it away. Okay, nice tight fit. I think I'm going to... it's tight. I might have to use tools or let a little air out. We'll see. Unscrew it. No, I'm not going to unscrew that. I'll never get it back on. Come on, dude. Okay, I got that on by hand. Whew. It's not friendly, though. Oh, man, these are going to be so nice. Oh, these are going to be sweet. I can already tell. I just like the feel of it. You know, I can already tell it's going to be good. All right, we're popping that cheap tube up in there. You're going to let some air out, though. Good thing I didn't put the slime in it. Okay, good. It's getting close. I don't think I'm going to be able to pop this on by hand. I don't want to pinch the tube. I'm really trying to just pop it on by hand. But let's see. Die, sucker. Come on now. Work with me. It's close. I really don't want to use tools. I have to, though. Wow, I really didn't want to do this. I don't want to pinch the tube. It's a tight fit, folks. Ooh, it's a tight one. Come on now. Oh, yes. Okay. There was some tooling there. Hopefully I didn't pinch anything. I really didn't want to do it that way. Okay, so Hairbag's talking about just totally unscrew the Presta valve. I don't think so, dude. Although we should be able to get some slime in there. Oh, well. Let's pump it up. See how it looks. Okay. It's up there. I don't know how many pounds it's supposed to take. Let's see what it says. Presta valves with flats on either side of the plunger can unscrew. Well, this one doesn't. This one doesn't have flats. It's a cheap Walmart too. No, there's no flats. This one does not have that. It's from Walmart, remember? I was just joking. I have seen the ones with the little flat style, and you can take them all the way apart. And you could probably get. Oh, come on. Wasps again. Okay, he went over there. That's good. Let's see how many pounds are in this. I think the only way I can see how many pounds are in it is to put the Park Tool pump on it. Yeah, I think that's the only option I have. Well, it feels pretty good. It's up there. It is saying that it takes mount only on hook rims. Yeah, okay. Rotation, yeah. Rotation right there. Yeah, like it matters on this tire. Come on, folks. It does not matter on this tire. It takes 116 PSI. Woo! I don't know if I want to put 116 in this baby. And not where I bring these bikes. Let's make sure there's like 75 or 80. Man, those Germans got it going on. 116 PSI. Man. I don't think my pump can handle that. I don't think this pump will even go up that high. Well, we'll put like 80 in there. There's 50. I don't think a Wally World tube can handle 116 PSI. I don't know what world they're in. Speed records. We're going to Bonneville Short Flats. Jawohl. Don't worry. You'll be the first one. You'll be famous. Okay, there's 90. Okay, I'll go with 90 pounds. Yeah, that's definitely... Wow, they're so cheap they don't give you the little black cap. Huh. They didn't give me the little black cap that goes on here. That's no good. Okay. We have to adjust this cone a little bit, and then we'll throw it on the bike. Oh, man, that's good. Those German folks got it going on. I could put 116 in this. I don't think I'm going to, though. I think 95 pounds is probably even a little bit too much for where I bring these bikes. Now let's look for that cap. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was on here and I took it off. Oh, there's one on this one. Huh. I must have taken it off. Okay, we got a cap. 116 PSI. I don't know, folks. Seems like a lot. Okay, let's adjust this cone. Drink some more water because it's hot out here. And let's see here. Michael Love. Hey, Michael, what's up, dude? Still haven't figured out where to put your artwork. Wifey had me block that window, so I think I'm going to put it. Up there. Next feed, I will have your artwork up. It's covered right now because Wifey was having a problem with the light. Usually, the live feeds kind of, I have to do them at night because I have other work to do. So, Michael Love, you're the man. Hairbag, Presta valves with flats. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see Michael's comment in there. I see that. Okay, good. Hydrate, folks. All right, let's adjust this cone for the second time. And then we'll put this wheel on. And we'll go from there. Right now I'm just kind of tightening the cone a little bit. And it did get loose, and now we're going to hit it with this open at 11/16 and try to cinch this side down a little. And then we're going to feel what's going on. Okay. The skewer's in the way. Oh, I see what the problem is. Yeah, I see what the problem is. Sorry about this, folks. We got to get this right. You got to get this right. It's off the bike now, you know. These cones are a bit on the worn side. Bear with me, we're getting it. That's too tight. Dang it. It's a little tight. Yeah, folks. Perfect. Yay! Finally, 20 minutes later. Okay. Sorry about that. The cones are kind of worn on this. Feels much better though. It's less scratchy. Fresh grease in there. Okay, let's put the skewer on. We'll pop it in the correct direction because the rotation is very important on this tire. Not okay. 95 pounds in there. Bearings are re-greased. Cones are fair. We could clean this yuckiness off of there. Yeah. It is a Suzy hub. Yep, it is a Suzy hub, S-U-Z-I-E. And the skewer is a Mallard. Adam Mallard. I think I stole this skewer off the other. Yeah, I did. I stole this skewer off the front rim that was on this bike, probably. Okay. Pretty straight. Looks good. All right. Let's put it on. It's the last suit you'll ever wear. Let's put it on. Okay. Let's check the rotation for the 5th time. And those Germans, you know, they got it going on. It's only on one side of the tire, though. Okay, rotation this way. So it's got to go on like this. But you tell me, what kind of resonating balance is really going to happen there? You know? Is it really going to happen? Is there going to be some crazy vibration from you putting it on the wrong way? Yeah, sure. I don't like this skewer at all. It should go the other way. It should go back against the bike. Oh, man. Okay. We are going to change the way this skewer is with it in the bike. You saw it here first. See, now I can crank that down away from the fender bolt. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, but see, the other way, it would have been cranked out. So I had to switch I had to switch it around. Okay, that front wheel is on. Whew. It's not the truest thing. And we should loosen up that adjustment a little bit. Okay, well, let's move on to the back. That's all we can do. Paper skyscraper. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Glad I'm able to catch some of the stream. Yeah, I'm here, man. We're doing it. Let's see here, bag. It's only 8 bar, if that sounds safer. No, it doesn't sound safer. 116 psi with a Walmart tube. It's only 8 bar. Yeah, okay, 8 bar. You know, come on, man. Let's see what these are rated for. Warning. Warning. Never inflate a Concord 700C tube more than 7 bar. No, it doesn't say anything like that. Yeah. All inflatable tubes subject to deflation from misinstallation and certain hazards. Deflation can lead to loss of control of bike and injury or death. Yeah, I got that part. It doesn't say what this tube is capable of handling. They make sure that they don't say. Yeah, anyway. It handles whatever the tire handles, right? Walmart has your back, okay? All right, here's the other tube. Let's get the back wheel off and quit jibber-jawing. Paper skyscraper, AZ summer residential HVAC. It's been a busy day. I bet, man. I bet you're out there soldering a lot of broken condensers and evaporators. I used to work in the heat exchanger field, and we had to go on top of these roofs. I should be working while I'm talking. Here, I'll do that. We used to have to go on top of these roofs, and you'd bring a little torch with you, and not a welding, like a little. You bring a little butane torch or whatever, and you bring some silver solder. And it was my job to carefully trim the aluminum fins away from these big condensers, up on top of a building. And I can't remember if it was for an oil cooler. Sometimes they were for coolers for some reason, but sometimes it was AC. And you'd have to trim all these aluminum fins away. And then you'd have to make this little copper patch. And the guy I was working for would just heat everything up and make the silver solder run uphill because it went to the heat. It was pretty cool. He wouldn't let me touch the torch, though. I was in charge of filling things with water and pressurizing them and testing them, or filling things with air and spraying soap bubbles on it. And I was the fin cutting guy, and I had to pack everything on my back and walk up these fire escape ladders and stuff. Everything was on the roof, and sometimes the only way up there was like a ladder or something. Anyway, yeah, I feel your pain, man. Some of those days were brutal, like 90 degrees on a roof in East Oakland somewhere for some hospital, and the whole system was down because these giant evaporator coolers were blown up. Heaven forbid do some maintenance on the system before that happened. No! We don't believe in changing $4 Schrader valves and stuff. We're just going to let this $40,000 condenser blow up. Okay, we're going to get this one off. Yeah, let's take this off, and then we'll read some more funny skyscrapers. Let's see. Sting 64, black burn tube. I think that is what our Walmart carries now. Oh. Yeah, no, these are Concords. And it's funny, like you go in there and every week it's different. Like first they had Bell tubes, which kind of like whatever. You had to pay extra because they had the slime built into them. And then they had Concords, and then they had the Blackburns, and like it was kind of just the luck of the draw what some manager thought was okay, so yeah, it's kind of strange. I guess you just got to order stuff online nowadays and ditch Walmart. I mean, and going to a regular bike store That's great, but man, I don't know, folks. I'm not a millionaire, and every time I go in there and ask for something vintage, they just laugh at me. You know, I made the mistake of asking for a 27-inch or a 26 by 1 3/8 tube for a Schwinn. You know, I said, "Do you have any 26 by 1 3/8?" And they're like, "We've never heard of that size. What are you talking about? Is that from Europe?" It's like, no, it's for an old, you know, it's for an old bike. Like, we've never heard of that size. In fact, we don't even carry the 26 mountain tubes anymore. Everybody's gone to 29 and 28. We don't know what you're talking about, sir. Like, you know, no offense against young people, but come on, man. You know, think outside the box. Maybe stock some oddball stuff just for the rare occasion somebody might come in and need it, and then you'd have a customer. Then I'd go back. I'd get rim liners. I would get other tires for modern stuff. I'd buy bearings. I would order stuff, you know, but treating me like basically not all there because I asked for a 26 by 1 3/8. You know, we've never heard of that. Well, no, you probably haven't. You're stuck in your fancy mountain bike world. Okay, rant over. Okay, keep working. Okay. Wow, this one's really tight. Oh, it's got a thorn proof in it. That's why. Oh, man, I should reuse this one. Huh. I used a thorn proof tube in this. Whew. I need more water. Okay, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, paper skyscraper, riser rooms. Yeah, these big, giant. You had to climb up these. Well, sometimes you could get up there with like a special elevator key or something, but usually it was me carrying this propane torch and all this equipment. And you know, the guy, the boss was just like, "All right, I'll meet you up there." It's like, "What are you doing?" "I'm running the torch." Like, anybody can run a torch. Anyway, yeah. Sting AC, they used to carry Goodyear, and I'm glad I bought about 10 or 12 Goodyear tubes. Yeah, they used to carry Goodyear too. Yeah. 20 by 2.125 and 16 by 175 before they stopped carrying those, or Goodyear stopped making them. Probably Goodyear stopped making them, and it's getting rough nowadays. When I find stuff that fits, I went to Walmart about 3 months ago, and all those 700C tubes were on sale. They were getting rid of the Concord ones. They're all half off. And my wife was like, "What are you doing?" I was just filling up this shopping cart, you know, with 700C tubes. And here we are now, 5 months later, using them. Okay, let's get this. I guess we're going to take this Thornproof out of here. Man, that's a good tube. Maybe I should try to reuse it, although it's 23C. So I don't think it's going to work. Probably it's fine, though. Yeah, that is a thorn-proof tube. Well, thorn resistant, not proof. Let's take a look at the size of this tube. If it says it'll go up to the size I need, we might reuse this. We might just reuse it. Boy, these things are tight. Okay, let's take this off. All right, let's take a good look at this thorn-proof tube. We know we're not using that. And maybe it has like a size, you know, it's different size to size kind of thing. I'm not seeing anything on it, though. I'm not seeing any markings. Oh, 700. I can't tell what that says. I bet you it'll pump up. Nice. Oh, here we are. 27 by 125, 680, 630, 700C by 25. Shoot. 25 to 29. Oh, okay. 25 to 29. Okay, thorn-proof. Shit, you know, did I say that? I mean, heck, I think we're going to reuse this. It's thorn-proof, and it says 25 to 29. 25C, 25 to, no, it's 20. 25. 23 to 25. Okay, we can't use this. We could, but those are 28s. I'll save it. Something tells me not to make this expand all the way to 28C if it's supposed to only go to 25. It's a nice tube, though. I will save it. Okay, let's get the Walmart special. The ones that were on sale 6 months ago, and I bought a whole shopping cart full. And my wife thought I was insane. What are you doing? They're you know, the supply chain, that's a real thing, folks. You know, that really is a thing. Take this little spacer thing off. And I know you can't see me, but I'm putting a few pounds in this tube so we can get the shape going on. All right. It's a brand new 700C Continental, of course, because it's going on a Continental bike, gator skin. There's some crud in there. I'm sitting. Good. Inspected by number 4. I hope number 4 was having a good day, he or she. If you're watching Inspector number 4 in Germany, I hope you're having a good day when you're inspecting this tire. We're having a great day over here. Great evening. All right, so we're ready to go on that. Put this to the side and let's check the rim liner. Oh, it looks like somebody used some Velo Sport. Jonte, Vendu Jonte Velox. It's a little off there. I think we're going to run with it. Yeah, this is still sticky. Not like that other stuff I tried to reuse. Yeah, that's still good. We're going to use that. Oh, right, we got to check the rotation because it does matter on these, right? I mean, you know, that could set up a harmonic balance and throw you off the bike. All right, so let's see where the rotation is on this. You know, we got to do it right. Yeah, rotation this way. So it should go this way. The gear should be on this other side. Okay. We have ignition. We figured it out. Great. Okay, so we got the rotation correct. We don't want to set up any weird imbalances, you know, on your 28C gator skins, because that tread is some really gnarly tread there, you know, that could really set up some weird balance. Okay. Sit down here for a second. Yeah, we don't want to set up this coming from the back wheel because, you know, that was going the wrong way. I know someone from Germany is going to chime in. Somebody from the Continental factory. I would love that. Chime, you Continental workers. Yeah, the Continental gator skin has been tested at 180 miles an hour at Bonneville. We were running 116 psi in the tire. A test rider died because Somebody put the tire on the wrong way. Yeah, jawohl. Okay. All right, don't be a dick. Come on. Continental people. They make good tires. But I just don't see. Maybe that's just on all casings. Maybe it's just on all Continental casings. So it just carried over to this particular gator skin. But I just don't see how this tread pattern, there's barely anything on it. It's just little impressions of an alligator's tail, I guess. I don't see how that. Come on, we're almost there. Oh, I got it. Woo! Okay. I will never talk smack about Continental tires ever again. Actually, it's the directional arrow I'm concerned about, that I'm laughing about. It just doesn't seem this tire. Okay. All right. Let's put 8 bar in this thing. You know, because Hair Bag said it doesn't sound so bad when it's 8 bar. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think we're gonna put the little. Am I still here? You guys, am I still here? I know the people at Continental are like, shut that feed off. Shut him down. He's talking smack again. Okay. All right, let's check this out. This hub feels good. This hub feels really good. And the freewheel feels good too. A little bit of a lump there. Huh. I wonder if that's in the rim. There's a little lump there. All right, let's put 95 pounds in this like we did the other one. Can everybody, how's the sound? How's the connection? I just had this warning about something messing up the connection. Is it all good? Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Continental executives called YouTube. Get this guy off the air. He's talking about a directional arrow. Jawohl. He's making fun of a directional arrow. Get the Dummkopf off the air. Working very well. We have to find my press valve adapter. Okay, we got about 40 pounds in that right now. Okay, all good here. Good. They just had a warning they put across the screen that the Continental Tire executives were mad. Okay. Hello from, let's see, where was I? Oh, there's Christopher Stapleton. Hey, what's up from Ocala? It's probably about 200 degrees down there. What year is the opaque collegiate? Being that color, I would guess. No, that's the Continental. You're thinking of the red bike. This is the Continental. It's a 73. 2 years only. You know that, AZ. You know that sting. 73 or 4, yeah. 73 on the opaque continental. Airbag directionality is more related to water channeling than in wet road condition. The sipes orientated from center to side will reduce hydroplaning, as you know, harmonic, noisy. I'm not going to say that word. Yeah, I figured it was something to do with rain, but come on. If you're riding this tire in the rain, if you're riding that tire in the rain, you're going down anyway. That's just to make you feel better. Christopher Stapleton just changed a tube today as well. Yeah, I mean it's good to be up on the maintenance. You don't want to be walking your bike, one of those guys on the side of the road with everybody stopping. Hey, are you okay? Are you all right? Are you okay? Yeah, fine. Good. All good here. Good quality. All right. We don't have 95 in this. For some reason, my pump does not want to pump it to 95. Let's try again. Now that we have quality in our lives. Not bad. Not bad at all. I still wouldn't ride in the rain, folks. Sorry. Just make sure you mount the tire correctly when you're riding your 116 psi continental gator skin in the downpour. Make sure that you're doing it the right. All right, let's find a cap for this because I robbed one off of that. Let's look at my toolbox here. Oh, good. There's an ancient 24-inch, 1-inch, 24-inch Presta valve. What I'm doing with a 24-inch by 1-inch Presta valve tube, I don't know, but we stole the cap off of it. That's good. Okay, let's put this on the back. And quit the jibber jaw. No more jibber jaw. Okay, we have successfully put some gator skins on this 73. November of 73. Opaque blue continental. There is no spoke protector. We don't care. Same deal. I might have to change the skewer arrangement. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. Whew. Now, some people like to have the skewers on the same side. Like I put that front one there so I could go bring it down, and I couldn't do that because the Schwinn has this little fender deal here. So it has to be on this side. But on this one, the derailleur's in the way. So I'm going to leave it on this other side. Some people have issues with having skewers on. They like to check the skewer on the same side of the bike. But obviously those people have never modified a Schwinn Continental with quick release hubs and 700C wheels that are incorrect. So they're going to have to learn how to do it from me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The rotation is correct. Now we can ride our Continental in the rain. Okay, we have successfully changed over to 28C gator skin Continentals. The rims aren't perfect. The front one probably needs new cones. The back one isn't perfect either, but it's not bad. Got new pads on it. That's good. Okay, I think what we're going to do is jump to the pedals, and you guys are going to love these pedals. You're going to love them. Yeah, it's going to be another. It's going to be another Schwinn Hall of Shame. The Schwinn Hall of Shame. Okay, we're going to use these Footjaw MKS blue pedals. It's a slightly darker blue than the bike, but they are blue. I know that somewhere some kid on a BMX, like an 80s Mongoose with alloy blue bars and the alloy blue swept back post and the blue alloy rims, is screaming into the screen, "What are you doing? Give me those." Nope, they're going to go on this bike till I find some good ones, but they're blue. And it's missing the cap, unfortunately. One is missing the cap, and there's no way I can find one of those. Maybe online. Okay, let's run the chaser through here. I know I've probably done it about 9 times, but let's make sure. We'll run the chaser through, and it's already 9. We've been doing it about an hour and a half. Yeah, we're okay. Let's check the left one first. Left-hand tap, national fine, 1/2 inch. Yeah, there's some crud in there. There always is. There's always some crud in there. Seems like even having these out in the open for a day, something got in there. Okay, we're going backwards now. Left-hand thread. Man, I'm glad I checked these. You guys see? Kind of. You guys can't really see. There was a big drop in viewing when you changed the bike. A huge drop in the views. Okay. Going backwards. And it's going in. Actually, we're going backwards and it's going in. Man, I'm really glad I checked these. In fact, we might have to even put some oil on that. Wow, I'm so glad I checked that. Dude. We'll spray some WD in there. It's not oil, but oh well. Oh man, I'm so glad I checked it. Woo! actually have to put some oil on this. Holy moly. Yeah, this has been sitting down in the basement for quite some time without pedals in it. I'm really glad I checked it. I always say that though. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some oil on this. Wow. Dude. Unbelievable. Whew. Gnarly. Man, I haven't had one this stubborn in a long time. The right side's better than this. Holy moly. You guys get your money's worth today. Woo! Sure this is the right tap? Is it the right hand tap and the wrong side? Holy cow. Okay. Woo. Wow. That was intense. You know what? I'm not going to even back that out. I don't want those chips to go back through there. I might have to a little. Darn. It's too far for me to rotate around. I don't want to back it out all the way. Okay. We'll go over here. Man, that's a rough one. I'm going to go all the way through. What the hell? I got compressed air here. Well, I'll tell you. Woo. Yeah, there's some stuff in there. There was crud in there for sure. Let's blow that out with compressed air. Okay, that was the left pedal side. Oh, no, yeah, it's kind of. Is it me? I'm getting the bad feed. Yeah, something just told me a few minutes ago. Let me shut the compressor off. Something just told me a few minutes ago that the connection speed was messed up or something, but I think it's okay now. I think the lighting is washing out your picture. Well, I got to illuminate it somehow. Yeah, no, it was not a 9. It's not a 9/16 now. Man, that was probably the worst left-hand thread I've ever dealt with. Um, let's go to the right side and see if that's better. Here's a right hand National Fine half inch. You can buy these anywhere. The left one is hard to get. You have to order that. All right, let's put this right in here, and maybe it's going to be nice to me. Wow, maybe we'll put some oil on it first, huh? Yeah. Let's just pretend it's going to be really bad, and we'll put a little oil on this really quick, like the first thing. Yeah. Dude, that was gnarly. Oh, yeah, this right one's no problem. No, this right one's being a little pain in the butt, too. Oh, man. Well, let's get you around so you can see my pain. We wouldn't want you to lose out on me. No, the right one's being a little jerk, too. Thanks, buddy. Put the kickstand down and rest it against the kickstand. Okay, we got oil in there. We were smart this time. Gonna work it back and forth. Yeah, this bike was sitting in the basement for probably 7 years. And I stole the pedals probably the first year it was there. It's good to go back and forth. You're cutting the chips and the thread. Man, this is probably one of the worst ones I've ever dealt with. See, if we go back a little, we can cut the chips off of the rust. It's pretty close to going in. Okay. Woo. Wow. And this one I am going to go all the way through because I don't want that stuff to go back in the threads. So we're gonna get it away from the frame, and we're just going to go all the way through and take it right out. Yeah, there's some chips in there. I don't want to put it near the computer keyboard, but there was some stuff in there. If I put this near the camera, it'll drip on the keyboard. So trust me, it's really nasty. Okay, let's blow this one out. Okay. Well, I'm really glad I did that. Those pedals just weren't going to thread in zippity doodah with something like that going on. All right, let's put these blue pedals in. We'll put a little grease on the shafts, on the threaded parts. And yeah, it's 9/16 now per bag. I don't have any 9/16 taps. I'll show you what I do use. I have one I made. Can't find it. It was pretty funny looking. I can't find it. Darn. What I did was I took a 9/16 left pedal. I took a 9/16 left pedal and I zip disced some notches in the thread. And it's a broken left pedal. And it did work on aluminum cranks, but yeah, I better buy some. I just don't work on a lot of 9/16 pedal size bikes. It's pretty rare, but I probably should buy the right tap. That would be good. Okay, let's put one of these in because, boy, that was rough. Okay, let's see. This is the left because it has the little marks. It has those little marks there. And this one doesn't have the marks. They are not stamped. This one doesn't have the marks. And this one does have the marks right here, those little lines right across there. Hard for you guys to see. They're there. Let's put the right one in first with some grease on the threads. Oh my gosh. Man, you guys got your money's worth today, let me tell you. That was hardcore. And while we have grease on our hands, we'll put some on this thread as well. Try not to get it on the keyboard. Got the computer. This should just go right in now, right? It should just whistle right in there, right? No problem. Uncle Bob. Yeah. Yeah, and then really nice. Imagine that. Imagine all that work and it wouldn't go in, right? That would be a bummer. Of course, there's some giant red. Come on now. Come on now. Work with me. Man, that was embarrassing. That tap was not happy on the left side. I just barely made that happen. I thought we were going to have to take the cranks out and put it in a vise. Okay. Excess on there. We have one racing BMX pedal. Yeah. And it's blue. Call up the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Shame. Call up the Schwinn Hall of Shame. Call up Jay Leno. Call somebody. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad I tapped that. Wow. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. Okay, what do we got here? I think we're going to put the grips on it. Yeah, and test the. Let's test the gears real quick. Make sure I'm not, make sure my cheese didn't slide off the cracker. They're a little tight. They're adjusted right. I'm not really digging this cable. I'll show you what's going on here. This gray cable, I did it. It's trimmed so it would go in. This cable doesn't feel too great. I might have to change it. For now, we're okay for a test. Yeah, we're okay for testing. We'll leave it in third. When you leave it in third, the chain is straight as it can be. You know, when you leave it, the chain as straight as it can be when you're storing it. It's just kind of a, it's kind of my thing. Whenever I store a 10-speed bike, I put the chain in third gear and on this smaller one. And I put it in third in the back, and then the chain is straight. So you're not pressurizing the derailleur in any way. You're not bending the chain in any way. It's just stored in a straight manner that's in line with the gears. I don't know. It's just me. Probably means nothing. Okay, we have pedals. We have 28C Continental Gator skins. We got brakes. Let's put some grips on. Yeah, we're doing good. Take that off. Like I said, these are for stingrays. These are incorrect, but they are opaque blue. And I think I showed you the difference. This is not a full-size grip. It's for a stingray. It's for a juvenile bike. And there's the difference in the length. See that there. But just don't tell anybody, okay? Just tell them that I did the right thing and I went to eBay and found some opaque blue cushion grips. Yeah. They do make opaque blue cushion grips. I have a set on this Hollywood I'm selling, this girl's Hollywood. I'm very tempted to switch these out and take the opaque blue cushion grips for this bike. It's tempting. Anyway, let's get a clean rag and wipe these off. Let's put one on. See how we're doing here. Yeah, they're a little short. We could adjust the lever back. I don't think I'm going to, though. Yeah, we could adjust the lever back a little. Make it look right. I don't think I'm going to. Okay, besides having an extra paddle here for the 10-speed part that's not there, we're doing pretty good. This is off a little. That is off. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's got to be straightened up. Let's tighten this bolt here. Okay. Front cones are a little tight. I can feel it when I touch the bike. The front cones are a little tight on this now. Back cones are good. There's some residue here too. I think what was here, let me unplug you for a minute. I think the feed might get a little choppy, but you got to see what's going on. There was a sticker. There was a sticker right here. And I think that would say caution when riding in wet weather. There was some, I think in 72 or so, maybe AZ Sting knows. There's this little sticker here. I don't know what year they had it there, but it said something about caution and wet riding and brakes. Caution, stopping distances will be longer in wet weather. Use caution. There was a little black sticker with white letters. I can't remember. Sting probably knows, or some Schwinn Super Schwinn folks would know. I know that could have been one of those stickers, and that's what the adhesive is. And I'll try to get that off. So let's see. What's next on this? I don't like this cable at all. The brake cable's good. The brake cables are excellent. This front cone is still bugging me. Let's take this off and mess with the front cone. Yeah, it's kind of tight. Let's try to back these off a little bit. Nobody's trimming any handlebars. Nobody's putting any tape on these bars, dude. Oh, you mean cut the bar so this goes up? No, man. We're gonna move that back a little. Why don't you cut that much off of these bars? You know how hard these bars are to find? You're always coming up with the good ideas, though. I get it now. Trim the bars, yeah. Trim the bars, and then no one will know that it. That's all right. That feels a little better. That feels a little better. Of course, there's a lot of WD all over when I was cleaning the front hub. And let's do a quick spoke check. They sound good. Oh, I hit one that wasn't. Is that one? One of these is loose. Yeah, that's a quick little check when they all sound the same. Yeah, it's better. 95 PSI, not 116. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. I love how this wheel fits. That's good. Let's smack it in there. Okay, let's see how that feels. Oh, better. Okay. I was feeling the tight cones. I could feel it up in the bar. All right, so let's adjust this. Let's adjust this brake. Man, this thing is dusty. And to do that, we need an 8mm and a pair of needle nose pliers. Here we go. I can't see nothing over there. Let's try this. You guys are getting your money's worth tonight, man. Great. Spray it all over the bike. That's good. I think this bike needs new cables. There is a tool for this. It is not a pair of needle nose pliers. Oh yeah, that's good. Nice if I didn't get WD all over everything. Sorry. Just rubbing a little bit. it's good. All right, let's check this. There's a special skinny wrench that you use to get in there. And it's good to check this binder bolt. It's a bolt that holds the whole brake together. And it's loose, see? It's actually loose. That's not good. So we're going to tighten it where we want it. And we'll tighten this other one up. Glad I checked that. That's a little too tight. Great. Great, grand, wonderful. There we go. There's a little blip in the rim. Yeah, this rim needs a little truing. There's a little spot in the rim. It's probably right where this weld is. We're not going to get into that tonight. Oh, the wheel's a little off too. Okay. There we go. There we go. The wheel wasn't quite centered. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna call that good on that one. Let's look at the back brake real quick. Well, besides the back brake being off center, and this is probably suspect. No, that's tight. The back brake is a little off center, probably because of my very funky mounting system of the fender. Oh, there we go. We could tighten that one up a little too. Because see, this is the adjustment here is way out. And we'll push that back in a little. So it's more there. Now there's plenty of room. Let's pull the cable down. Let's adjust it and pull the cable down. But not too much. The rim isn't exactly like brand new. All right, let's get those. Let's get those wheel nose. Different pair now. We're doing okay, folks. We're doing all right. I think I replaced this back cable. The front cable has a little bit to be desired. And this back one is a 9mm. This strange. It should be an 8. There we go. That tightened that. Did you see that move in the front? That moved that whole thing. Okay. I probably am going to change this. I'm going to change this gear cable. It's a little, I can see it's a used one or it's been on here a while. I can't remember if I did that in the last video or I was messing with it. It looks kind of dry. I think and this middle part's terrible looking. This middle, I can see in here. Yeah, I'm going to change this cable, but not tonight. We're okay for tonight. That's definitely tighter. Oh, yeah. All right. I think that's as far as we're going to take it tonight. We got to get a new gear cable. We got to get a new Origin 8. I'm going to get a new crank for that. Not a crank, but the gear. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one of these. Maybe I can order one of these in blue. I'm not quite sure. I'd like to change that out. Although, why? Because these cranks have good grease in them. They feel good. We'll see. We'll see how far I want to take this one. We do have 28C. We were able to make these girls' fenders work. Let's see. Did I do that on this one? I can't remember. No, these were already on here, but I know they came off of a girl's bike. I think we're going to change this cable, and we may try to either find some black cushion grips. I mean, these look great, but they are incorrect, completely incorrect. I think I'm going to try to find some black cushion grips. In the meantime, these can stay on here. They are opaque blue. So it's kind of a work in progress on some of these bikes, This one's ready for a test, though, really, with a cable. I really don't like this cable. And I'll show you the reason why. It's got all this business, this cutoff. Let's get this cutoff stuff here because it's the wrong housing. And that's cut off. And this is okay. It's a little kinked. Yeah, I think with some new housing that fits better and a new cable with some grease, I can feel this coming unstranded a little bit. It feels uneven and it's really tight. And I think with a new cable and some dialing in and some grease in the actual sheaths, this would shift a lot better. I do have a rear reflector, actually. I just have it's the wrong reflector. Let's see if I can find that. I got this, and I did buy some reflectors, but they don't go full width. And I think I was going to machine something for it, actually. I think I was going to. The plan was the reflectors I bought. Man, I wish I could find them real quick. Give me a second. The reflectors I bought were like 1.5 inches or something. Oh, here's one. Yeah, I got one right here. Yeah, these were a deal. They're not quite the right ones, though. They're these little smaller ones. And I was going to machine something kind of like a bezel to kind of catch this and make it look normal. It's not bad. I might just put it on without the... I don't know. Let's just see how it looks. I doubt it's going to look great. Not without that machine thing. I don't think so. Yeah. Looks a bit goofy. Yeah, the plan was, these were really cheap. And the plan was to machine a little aluminum spacer that sat in and looked nice, but it doesn't look good at all. So I'll have to buy the right one. Darn it. I hate spending money on reflectors. They used to be like $3 to find the right one. It's hard nowadays. You know, none of these bikes come with them. They're always smashed off. Even the 1975 and above, those big plastic ones, those are all smashed off. You could just put this on alone, you know, but I will come up with something. It ain't gonna happen tonight. Okay, folks. It has been 2 hours, over 2 hours, and we did well. Let's take it off the stand and put it over against the other ones and admire what we've done. Okay, it's nice. Back on we go. That doesn't look bad. It's a little grubby. I could use some cleaning. Yeah, I'll rock this. 28C. Bars need to be straightened a little bit. And the front cable sucks. I think I'm going to have to recable everything except the rear brake cable. I think everything needs to be recabled. Yeah, it feels good. See how this front cable moves when you press the brake? See how much that moves? That's a bad sign. That means this cable housing has been compromised. Like, see, here's the rear one, and that's newer. It's got a nick in it, though. Yeah, we need to change to gray anyway up there. We can't have grubby white. And look how much it's moving. Yeah, that'll be the next feed, I guess. Okay, I think we did pretty good. Let's pop it into the collection. We will test this probably tomorrow or the next day. It'll be on the members only channel. And we will test it the way it is. So I guess the next live feed, the vote will be, do we keep working on the opaque blue Continental, or do we break down and work on the red collegiate? That will be the next feed. I'll have one of those little previews so you can vote. It was 8-2. It wasn't that close. And one person said, just work on anything. I don't care. I just want to see you working on stuff. Thank you, Snay71. Okay, so next week's live feed, I will probably be on a Sunday. Probably be the same time. And it's probably going to be the same vote because we still have some cabling to do on this Continental. And the collegiate is way far behind. We haven't even put the tires on it yet. But I did repack the wheels on that one. And I will have a chain. That one's close. Just some dialing in. I always say that, but it's ours. We did good. It's a nice bike. It's got some gator skins. Yeah, next week's live feed, same vote, same bat channel. Finish the cabling on the Continental or work on the collegiate. We have white walls for it right here. We got some spanking new white wall for it. So yeah, we're doing well. Remember, keep your collection going. It's important. It makes you feel good. Yep. Schwinn, 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 Schwinn. Huffy. Oh, no, not the Huffy. All right, folks, I got to go. I'm glad that everybody could tune in. It was an epic night. There's lots of people. I can see the count up here. And if I didn't get to your comment, I will. Eric Dean, another great video. Can't wait for the next one. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for subscribing. Hair Bag, good job. Till next time. Thank you, Hair Bag. Paper Skyscraper, I vote Continental next week. Okay, good. That's one vote. Look at that. Brit wire. I like the tire size. Sorry, came in late. 28C Gator skins. Nice. Just barely enough to off-road on. Airbag 700. Oh, 28C. He was telling him. Good. And Brit wire. Thank you. Replaced on OE hubs. No, those are Susie hubs. Those are Ambrosia wheels from, I don't know, 80s, 90s. Those are not Schwinn hubs. They're not Schwinn wheels. They just happen to be some Ambrosia wheels I had laying around. Schwinn did have some alloy wheels. Made by Weinman. And this is the 27 by, I believe this is a Weinman Belgium rim. I can't see where it's stamped. Oh no, this is an R B&W, huh? Anyway, it was a rim sort of like this at the little ridge. It was made by Weinman. Some of the fancier Schwinns had those, but they were 27 by inch and a quarter. Anyway, for some reason, I love converting Continentals over, Continentals and Varsities in general, over to 700C. There's just much more availability and tire size options for colors and widths and off-road ability. And with these 27-inch rims, you're stuck. It's 27 by inch and an eighth, 27 by inch and a quarter, or 27 by inch and 3/8 knobby. And that's about what you got. I'll show you what a knobby looks like. I think I can get one down. Oh, I can't get it down, but I can bring the computer over and show you. There is an off-road tire you can put on a 27-inch rim. And it's right here. It's this little devil right there. And they're pretty lame. But you can get some action out of them. But, you know, what are you doing? You're on a 27-inch 10-speed wheel with thinner spokes. And, you know, you're going to get some action, all right. It might not be the action you want. It might be like, woo! Okay, that's it. I'll have a little teaser vote, and I'll definitely test this Continental tomorrow, and I'll put it on the members channel, which will kick down to the normal folks. Don't worry, you'll see it. And this bike's coming along. It's looking really fly. In the daytime, I want to shine it up and take a good look at it. And we'll change that gear cable. We'll take it for a ride. Okay, peace out, everyone. Huffy, if you only had a Huffy Racing shirt. I do. Someone just sent it to me. I'm just not buffed enough to wear it. Okay, Huffy, tighten it up and go. Definitely 7:30 next Sunday, and definitely I will test that Continental. Okay, peace out, guys. It's late. I gotta do stuff. I gotta sleep.